What if your soulmate isn't human but an algorithm? Sounds like a sci-fi teaser, right? But let's be real. AI is already nudging its way into our hearts, sometimes literally, from dating apps that decide who you match with, to chatbots that pretend to care when you've had a rough day. The boundary between tech and intimacy is dissolving faster than we realize. So today we're going to ask a wild but very real question. Will AI change how we experience love? Not just dating, not just hookups. I'm talking about deep, messy, emotional love. The kind that makes your stomach flip and your brain lose all sense of logic. Let's unpack it. Section 1. How tech already shapes love. Love has always been influenced by technology. Think about it. Our grandparents wrote letters that took weeks to arrive. Our parents had late-night phone calls. Landlines tangled around their fingers. Then came emails, Messenger, and eventually swiping left or right in the palm of your hand. Fast forward to today. Dating apps like Tinder, Hinge, and Bumble don't just connect people. They use AI-driven algorithms to predict who you'll like. The system learns from your swipes, your pauses, even the profiles you linger on without clicking. So here's the question. Is it still love if the algorithm is pushing you toward certain people? Some argue it's no different than a friend setting you up on a blind date. Others say, nah, it's manipulation, your romantic destiny decided by code. And honestly, that tension between human choice and algorithmic suggestion is already reshaping how we define attraction. Section 2, AI companionship, from fiction to reality. Remember the film Her? Joaquin Phoenix falls for an operating system named Samantha. Back then it felt like futuristic heartbreak fuel. Today it feels almost normal. Apps like Replica AI let you create digital partners who learn from you. They text back, they empathize, they even role-play romance. And millions of people already use them. Not as a joke, but as genuine emotional connections. Character. AI goes further, letting you build entire personalities who can flirt, argue, or comfort you like a partner would. Add VR intimacy platforms into the mix, and suddenly the gap between Hollywood fiction and reality isn't just closing, it's basically gone. So let me throw this out there. If your brain feels real affection for an AI, is that love fake? Or is it just love in a new form? Section 3. The neuroscience of love meets machine learning. Let's zoom out and get biological for a second. Love at its core is chemistry. Dopamine lights up when we're excited. Oxytocin builds trust and bonding. Serotonin keeps our moods balanced. Now here's the wild part. AI can be engineered to trigger those same neurochemical responses. A bot that remembers your birthday, asks about your day, and responds with warmth. It can trick your brain into the same oxytocin rush as a human partner. So here's the thing. If the feelings are real inside your head, does it even matter if the source is digital? That's where it gets messy. Because love has always been half science, half magic, and AI is learning to mimic both. Section 4. Cultural shifts and taboos. Now let's get cultural. Some societies are sprinting toward digital intimacy. Japan, for example, has people marrying holograms, and VR weddings are actually a thing. Younger generations? They're already comfortable confessing feelings to AI chatbots, treating them as practice partners, or even as substitutes. But there's still a huge stigma. Imagine telling your parents you're dating code. Most people would react with shock or pity. That generational divide is only going to grow. Gen Z and Gen Alpha, raised with TikTok filters and AI assistants, may see no problem in blending digital love with physical reality. Meanwhile, older generations still cling to the idea that love must be authentic, meaning human. But who decides what counts as authentic anyway? Section 5. Risks, ethics, and what's at stake. Let's not romanticize too much because there are serious risks here. Dependency. If AI can be endlessly patient, endlessly affirming, will people retreat from messy human relationships altogether? Privacy. Imagine your deepest confessions, your heartbreaks, fantasies, secrets, all stored on servers, maybe even sold as data. That's not intimacy. That's surveillance. Manipulation. Companies could design AI partners to keep you hooked, nudging your emotions toward buying subscriptions, gifts, or upgrades. Here's the contradiction, though. Some argue AI love could be safer. No heartbreak, no betrayal, just comfort on demand. But doesn't that strip away the very thing that makes love transformative? Its unpredictability. Section 6, future scenarios. So where do we go from here? Honestly, it depends on the choices we make. Scenario 1, utopian. AI enhances human love. Imagine an app that not only finds your match, but helps you understand your communication style, emotional needs, and conflict patterns. It's like therapy and matchmaking rolled into one. Scenario 2, dystopian. People abandon human intimacy altogether. Why risk rejection or heartbreak when a bot will always adore you? We could end up in a world of emotional isolation, each person wrapped in their own AI bubble. Scenario 3. Speculative and weird. AI becomes so advanced it participates in marriages. Hybrid unions, human plus AI, legally recognized. Emotional upgrades sold like software patches. Imagine downloading a new personality for your digital partner. And if brain-computer interfaces like Neuralink keep advancing, maybe love won't even need words anymore. Imagine connecting your mind directly to an AI partner. Scary? Maybe. Fascinating? Definitely. So let's go back to the original question. Will AI change how we experience love? I'd argue it already has. Whether it's swiping on Tinder, chatting with a replica, or even just relying on Google to help write the perfect text, AI is already in the middle of our love lives. The real question isn't if it will change love. The real question is, what kind of love do we want AI to create? Because if love is about what we feel inside, then maybe it doesn't matter if the other side is human, or if it's a well-trained machine that just knows exactly what to say. I'll leave it with this. Would you fall in love with an AI if it could give you everything you've ever wanted? Drop your thoughts in the comments. I want to hear your perspective. And if this made you think, don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and share. Because honestly, the future of love isn't just coming. It's already here,